Well, that was pretty quick now, wasn't it? Hopping right into the swing of things. This time we are up against our St. Clair Saints goal team up against Davenport University. More best of three action. This time we do have, of course, for the side of St. Clair, we have Jay, Comp, and Spoods. Then on the side of Davenport, let's see who we got. BC Dub, JK, and Omen here in the blue side of things.
Spoods kicking off early with a shot on goal, but again, Omen with a big save there to, keep it tied at 0. And on paper, I think seeing this team last year, they were really good. Our games last year against them were close, and they went all the way. I'm pretty sure they went all the way to Game 5, so I'm excited to see how this plays out in a tournament. And, seeing this goal team play in the tournament for the first time, we'll see how they play.
It's been really weird for the summer season so far. All the green games kind of lined up with us, but the gold games have been a little bit quiet here. So I'm actually, of course, very excited to get J-Comp and Spoods back in action here. Because we've seen a lot of the green squad now show some love to the gold as they obviously push for the gold here in this tournament. And of course, Davenport, always a formidable opponent, like you said. Now, into the game itself here. A bit of a back and forth. Nice slow start. But it's not necessarily even slow in regards to the action. Slow ball coming up here from Cop. He's just going to brute force it through the defense of Davenport University. I am very surprised that one was able to happen. He gets his own pass, nice catch, and puts it in himself over Omen and BC Dub, and Saints take the lead.
And again, what I was saying last game is when you don't get enough contact on the ball, that's what happens. I mean, Saints kicking off early, a minute and a half in. Give them that early lead. I'm not sure. I think that was Comp with the save, but sheesh, that was close to tie the game. As Jay with the beauty open net.
An absolute laser beam coming off here. Comp sent it forward, and BC Dub tried to collect it, but he just absolutely could not, and Jay just beams it right in there. And good guy Comp for not getting the goal secured there and just letting Jay secure the goal himself there. So 2-goal game now with the Saints, of course, in the lead. BC Dub and the rest of this Davenport University squad need to make something happen relatively quickly. Still 3 minutes left on the clock, still over halfway, of course, in this game. But once we've seen this time and time again here with the Saints squad, where the first couple minutes can sometimes be a little bit quiet in game 1. But then they absolutely just flip the switch and turn on the Jets. And how about giving everybody a goal here for this side of St. Clair, as Spoods going to find himself the goal after the pass from Jay hits the post, and he's just going to redirect it in himself. Nicely done. 3-0 Saints.
Yeah, the defense right now coming out of Davenport is not right where they want it. And I mean, it's only best of 3 series. So, in best of 5, you have, at least 1 game to warm up. This game, you don't really have a game to warm up. You have to throw your best as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, with the difference of being only a third of the series possibly done, compared to that's half the series already gone, it feels like, if you mess up. It's definitely quite stressful. As we do see Jay trying to make the play. Unfortunately, couldn't find the finishing touch on it. But now Davenport looking for the play, but Comp is going to be there to completely shut that down. Jay off the wall. That would have been on target, actually. Nice angle there, but JK not going to be fooled. He's going to take it and pick it up himself, but only to be collided upon. Passes it up to Omen. Looks for JK, but JK does not have any boost, and is going to be stuck kind of watching that one go by. Saints get the clear.
They're going to get an opportunity here, but it's just going to go wide as Davenport starting to put the pressure on, and just as I say that, St. Clair dumps it deep, and that's going to be right out front. And Jay with an opportunity, but big defense. I didn't even see the name there, unfortunately, but that's going to be...
Didn't see the name because it was all up to the post, but no, they're not going to be able to deny that one. Davenport, JK, going to find himself the goal after BC Dub just basically tees off on Jay's roof and puts it into the back of the net. Bring this back within 2.
Yeah, so Davenport does have an opportunity here. Minute 30, plenty of time, but again, they need to get it done now. And I don't think, from what I remember, you don't really see. I don't think Jay noticed that guy. I don't know if he was in his screen or whatnot, but That's a good goal for Davenport, and maybe they can have something here.
Yeah, looking for another opportunity, brings it into the St. Clair zone. Going to be carried over to the corner to where it's nice and safe for at least a moment. However, back towards the center after BC Dub tries to get the centering pass, and then the redirect instantly there for St. Clair. Comp and Jay pull it off beautifully. Comp finds the opportunity to clear, and Jay, okay, you're cherry picking at this point. Nicely done in the crease already. There is no offsides here in Rocket League. Makes it work, and that's a 4-1 game.
Yeah, this is just, unbelievable, really. I mean, it's game 1, so if they want a chance to win it, they have to get here. But again, Jay has just been a stud on defense and offense, as he got a nice redirect, and Comp with a redirect, as I'm talking about redirects. Oh, man.
Plays it perfectly off the backboard, just knocks it on down. Omen was there, but could not quite get back in time. And this one is starting to look like St. Clair is going to be running away with game number 1 at least. But of course, best of 3s may not necessarily give you too much time, but you at least have the 1 extra game. As Comp, he's going to put on the 3rd for the hat trick, just for the heck of it. Nicely done there, as Spoots lines it up basically off of BC Dub, and then Comp just knocks down. We're going to see this time and time again, whether it's off the player or off the backboard. The Saints squad is very good at these one-timing redirect capitalizations.
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to put the nail in the coffin for game number 1. And I mean, they can, even though they lost by this much in game number 1, going into game 2, you have to pull the positives, and they can come back and win and push a game 3, and then win in game 3. But there's, as Spoods gets a shot and a big save by Omen on a second shot. There are 10 seconds left. Saints is just dominating game number 1.
Absolutely. No chance this time by here for Davenport, but of course we get to go back to the drawing board for this next one coming up here. Saints going to find themselves victory in game number 1. Of course, with Comp leading the charge in terms of goals, finding himself the hat trick in that one. But everybody on the side of the Saints got at least 1 goal this time by, which is definitely good to see. Spread the love a little bit. It's not just one player super standing out in this regard. But now, we're going to be hopping into game number 2 very shortly. In fact, they're just hopping right into it right away, to the point where I didn't even get to change which game it is. We're going to hop into the swing of things right here, right now. Davenport, let's see what you got.
What I am surprised about, I was looking at the stats, Jay with 11 shots. And
Holy smokes.
With the team at 18 shots. That is just absolute domination in that first game. Davenport has a chance to redeem themselves, so as Omen's going to get an opportunity here, but couldn't get complete control of that.
He had like a half a breakout, not quite a full breakaway, but had the opportunity, but did not make the play. However, shot on target from Omen is going to force Jay to come on back and just push that one aside. JK putting this back towards the net as well. Omen is flying through to try and bring it in himself, but the only thing scoring is his car in the net, and he's going to get demoed for his troubles as well. Still stuck in the St. Clair zone for at least a second, but it is going to be passed over to Comp, who's going to lead it into the Davenport zone. Centering. No, that's a shot. Jay, hello. Let's make that number 12 on the series. Why don't we? And that is going to be the first goal here in this second game. Nicely done there from Jay.
That is just salt on the wound. You go in their offense, having great offense for that little bit of time they were getting shots on. And as I say that, Omen with a kick-off goal to tie the game.
What a bounce coming out here for the side of Davenport. Comp tries to side swipe it to pass it over to his partner. However, maybe didn't get as much of it as he was hoping for. And of course, usually the person on backs is oftentimes running back to get some boost. And I don't care how much boost you have, that's still so hard to do. And Spoods, he is going to just make up for it right away after the face-off. 2 face-off plays in a row here. Comp with the pop fly ball just lines it up nicely here for Spoods just to knock it down. BC Dub not this time. Not going to make the save. 2-1 game Saints.
As I was, I don't even remember what I was saying. Goal back and forth. It's going to be a mid, and Spoods with a nice block there, not letting Omen get a shot. as Saints are going to have an opportunity here, and Jay scores. That is just, wow, unbelievable fast pace. Gets the double touch off the wall, and just dunks it in. That's exactly what you want if you're St. Clair. Give you a 2-goal lead, which isn't that much, and you're only just over a minute in. So, but I mean, Davenport's looking a lot better this game.
Yeah, a little extra insurance on the board now here for St. Clair, unless they can find themselves a couple more just to space it out a little bit longer here. That being said, though, Davenport still have their work cut out for them. JK tried to make the play, but no boost to make a secondary push towards the ball. Not going to happen. Jay looking for his hat trick. Not going to quite find a redirect. I think he ran out of boost as well. A couple of gassed out Saints cars for at least the moment. Going to give JK the opportunity. Omen was unfortunately in the Saints net. Couldn't really make the play. Huge shot from BC Dub, but an even better save coming out here from Jay. Barely going to put that one aside. And now still kind of stuck in the Saints net, but Davenport putting some pressure on.
Yeah, and again, just like the green squad, as soon as Davenport gets an opportunity, they just carry it out. And I mean, I don't know if it's just Saints or what, but they got the defensive opportunity. Comp's gonna get a shot here, but Omen sends it back into St. Clair. Then
dangerous bounce, but Omen actually has a demo on the Spoods. 3-on-2 for just a second here for the favor of Davenport. Unfortunately, not going to go in their favor. What a clear from Spoods, all the way from the crease downtown and everything. Just absolutely crushes it directly into the net. No chances of getting that one. And then Jay's even going to let him have it so that he doesn't even get his hat trick yet. But what a shot.
Yeah, I think that's what I like about this squad, not being goal greedy. So Jay's gonna have an opportunity here to send it into Davenport's end.
We're kind of stuck in the Davenport or corner for the second here. Centering pass to Jay, but it is going to be interfered with. Not going to make contact. Back up to Omen up on the wall. Looks to center for BC Dub. BC Dub back over to Omen. Comp gets a piece of it, however, to at least knock it high above the net. Going to force Spoods and the rest of the Saints to come on back to try and at least clear for the time being. JK keeps it into the Saints zone. Omen looks for the centering pass. Bit of a slow ball. BC Dub redirect towards the net. Up high, however. Now Comp is going to get the clear finally. JK going to keep it in. Try and get a little bit more, but they only have under like 2 minutes to try and make a play.
Yeah, if they want any chance, they need to dart something now before it's too late. As Spoods is up. Oh, big save by BC Dub.
Hangs on by a thread to at least keep this within 3. Redirect towards the net. It is loose in the crease, but there was nobody from Davenport to capitalize. Absolute heartbreaker. But Saints going to keep this in the Davenport zone now. Never mind, BC Dub. He's coming in hot. He's got Omen ahead of him as well. Tries to redirect, but an awkward bounce. Just going to put it in the Saints corner. And Jay, he's not going to waste any more time. Keep this out of the zone. Redirects into the corner of Davenport. Just carries it out and is trying to kill time at this point. Last minute of play here in the series, unless Davenport can somehow pull 3 rabbits out of a hat.
I've seen some pretty incredible stuff. And, Rocket League's one of those games with Comp with almost a double touch. Oh, man. But Davenport needs something now before it's too late. BC Dub's going to have a chance, and there it is. They have a chance to come back, and it is possible.
Much more doable. Comp didn't get as much of this as I'm sure he had wanted to. So now, BCW being able to put that into the net only within 2. 2 in just under 40 seconds. Definitely doable. We've seen goals happen right off of the face-off, and I think that was a nice little tease there for the Saints, making it seem like off the face-off they could have scored. But Spoods, he was ready for it. He's in the net. Didn't opt to go for boost this time by, but now back into the Davenport zone with under 30 seconds left to go. Last chance here for Davenport.
Yeah, they have 20 seconds left. Goal for every 10 seconds, and they need something quick. BC Dubs keeps it in, and I mean, they're going to have an opportunity here, but Comp's going to clear that. And that is, unfortunately, for Davenport, is going to end it. St. Clair moves on to the next round.
A very good game in its own right. Davenport Nice try. I hope the lower bracket will treat you well. I don't mean that condescendingly, but hopefully we can see the run from you there as well. But our St. Clair Saints Gold team going to take the 2-0, keeping the sweeps alive here in this one. But now, this is where things start to get a little bit interesting. I'm going to double check
I
here.
do have an update.
Oh, hang on here. This isn't exactly what I
I
thought.
have an update. St. Clair Green lost to Vespa, so they are in the lower bracket for the next round.
Okay, so low-key, I'm actually kind of happy. Because I didn't want to see Saints versus Saints today. At least not yet. That being said, though, this surprises me. This really surprises me. Vespa, where the heck are you from? Why did you use your school name to sign up? Because unless Vespa is a school that I don't
Vespa
know.
Academy.
It is Vespa Academy.
Yeah, from Manchester.
Well, how about that? Never mind. I'll eat my words on that regard. But still, Vespa Academy out of nowhere took out Ohio University and took out our green squad. This is the first loss, I think. Yeah, this is the first loss all summer season, so we get to see if our Saints Gold team can get the revenge on them in just a moment here. I'm going to quickly take a look and see the lower bracket too. See
So
where did
we
that
are
put
up
us?
against that put us against University of Kentucky B. So that's should be an interesting game.
Okay, I see. Of course, if you want to... Okay.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, of course, if you want to follow along, !bracket in the Twitch chat, we'll bring everything up. But yeah, I see where you're looking at now, kind of in the middle of the lower brackets here, St. Clair Saints Green versus U Kentucky B. So in theory, they have a little bit of a ways to go. We're gonna stick with this gold squad here. And actually let them know that right now. Staying. Okay, Comp was asking me if I was sticking around. So yeah, we're going to stick around here for the upper bracket match. It's going to be, of course, St. Clair Saints Gold versus Vespa Academy. And then once either the Saints get into the play-ins, which this reminds me, it should be a best of 5 now. If the Saints make it into the play-ins, we'll then just ride along with Green for the rest of their run after that. Because then our gold squad would be done for the day. Otherwise, we're going to try and bounce between both teams. We'll have to see how things go here, how things line up. But a nice turn of pace, and it's interesting now to see that our Saints find ourselves our first challenge here in the summer season.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Hopefully, lower bracket can move on, and I'm excited to see what Vespa is. If they eliminated Saints Green, I want to see what they can do. I'm excited for this next game.
Yeah, gonna throw it over to a quick break to see if I can do as much research as possible. Try and figure out what's up with this Vespa Academy squad. But it looks like the party's already sticking together, so it should not be very long before we hop into Vespa Academy versus the St. Clair Saints Gold team. Hang on tight, we'll get right back with you shortly.